Hello there, and welcome to day number 76, I believe, on the road to 2000 ELO Rapid Series. We're playing with the white pieces, and it seems like we're playing against the Caro Kann, so we'll go with the Panov, which I like to play against the Caro. I don't know it super well, honestly. It's one of those openings that I have played quite a bit in the past, but recently I haven't been doing much chess, and for that reason, I'm a tiny bit rusty. But that's okay. We'll figure it out as we go. Um, all right, and I feel like just developing normally here makes a lot of sense to me. I'm already considering moves like Queen A4 at a certain point in time. Playing D5 seems interesting here, just because I don't really know where the knight goes. If the knight goes here, it feels like I should just win a knight. Actually, no, the queen's defending, but the idea is present. Um, so maybe here, if takes, yeah, I feel like that's a decent enough position for us. Let's go forward. I remember if pawn takes, queen takes is not the idea because after the trade, I'm not better. I think bishop takes is a good move. Just carrying threats at some. Oh, okay. Okay, so now I see that the check doesn't really do anything. Well, actually, it does do something, right? It brings the king here. Now I gotta worry about defending this, which I definitely can do. Let's go queen check here. And knight here covers the square, so we should be fine. We can force a bad king move, which is actually gives up the knight if the king moves. So probably the queen has to block. Um, in which case, what do we do? Take, king takes, and we play this, just covering the square for the knight. Probably. But I like this out of the opening for us. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, well, now they just hung a knight, if I'm not mistaken. And now we can take a pawn. We can probably go with checks as well. I think the safest bet is just not even allowing them to get an open file and just bringing the queen back to a safe square. Obviously, right now the queen is hanging. So just like calm little move here would probably be best. Actually, actually, hold on a second. Bishop check. We win a queen. We don't win the queen, but alas, bishop check, king here. Oh man, it's so tempting. But I have to figure out how I can win the game. Can I threaten mate? I can threaten mate. So we'll go bishop check. Oh man, I love puzzle positions. If I go here, they have to respond by pushing. What else can I do? I guess I can take this pawn first. I want to find a winning threat. Like this threatens to win, but they can just go here and it attacks my queen. But then I just take, I guess. And it kind of messes up their position even more. Here, something like this takes. Or can I just check first? So here, something like this, check, king here, takes. I can't lose this game on time. That would be ridiculous. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to lose the game on time for sure. Um, takes, bishop takes. Can I just threaten this? Is there a check? Does the queen have a check? If there's any checks, I swear I will not be happy. I guess the queen can just take the bishop in that case. So I should probably just take the queen. So we'll do that, and we'll lose our own queen. The reason why I didn't want to do this was because they can take the bishop with their queen, and there goes my mating ideas, and I'd rather have a possible mate on the board. So now we're just up a full piece, and we have to try not to blow it. Easier said than done when I'm playing chess. Here seems decent, but like it gets risky. So maybe instead I'll just go this way would lead to this being a problem. Oh god, wait, I'm actually kind of scared. Here, rook here could be kind of problematic. But then there's knight check. Actually, we can let them take because of knight check. So bishop here. The rook there, we just castle. Because knight check wins back the piece. If they try to take this bishop. I could have just kept my bishop here, actually. And that would have gotten probably the trap. So we just castle now. Hopefully the fact I played it fast kind of scares them. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, people fall for... Oh, I missed that. Takes. It's okay, we're up the exchange. We're up the exchange and we have a much better position. Okay, so now... Yeah, I mean, I could have done better here. Check. Because why not? King goes there. I feel like that's a death sentence. Be a bad move. There's not much to consider. You go here or here. Okay. I have another check that I can play. Which I might as well do. Take here. That's also a possibility. Or can I try to promote this pawn, actually? Like, how do you stop this pawn? It also just cuts down completely on your knight developing. So we'll do that. I don't mind if you trade. And the plan is to get a rook onto the d-file and just keep pushing. The knight has no space on the square. Yep. So now get a rook on the d-file is the move. This knight is not threatening to go anywhere important. They're going to get a rook here. We always have this check that can come in. Important to keep that in mind. Will lead to knight here ideas, probably. Okay. So I really don't mind losing this pawn. It's not a big deal. We can play here first. But knight takes now. That leads to a trade. I don't want to trade. I want to win. So we'll go knight here first. Learning to push. I gotta be careful. I can't play this too fast. It is tactical in nature, this position. But it must be winning also. There's a fork here if they try to stop it with the rook. I think I just have too much going well for me right now. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I feel like I was definitely I had even better. I don't know if I had a way to keep the queen on the board for me or have a bigger advantage after the trade. Probably did. Okay, we'll take. Now we're gonna push. Let me just do a quick little tactical check. Feel like he has to sacrifice the knight. If I'm not missing anything. Which I don't think I am. We'll probably come out with our rook and start targeting all these pawns when he sacks the knight. There's no other move that I can see for my opponent. And we'll play like f4 to solidify this knight on this square. Seems clinical. Yeah. So we'll take with the rook. Bishop here just walks into this, doesn't do anything. Just got to make sure we keep a rook here just because of the back rank threats, but I mean, just check this way because solidifies our knight. Just got to watch out for this. We can play rook here maybe, or you know now, what we just sack the piece, sack a pawn. We're up 2 whole rooks here. I don't want to just give any counterplay. You know what? Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. I just realized this might not be that good for me. They have so many pawns. My opponent has so many pawns on the board. But it must be winning. I mean, the threats are massive. Just this is gigantic threat. We can win this pawn here. Seems like a good idea. Why give any counterplay? And yeah, probably gonna be best to like go from the long range. As soon as this pawn steps here, well, might as well just do this now. Why would I toy with the idea of letting that pawn promote? What's the easiest way to win this? Let's go here. Now we'll target this pawn here. Probably moves the king. Let's go here. Okay. I feel like this pawn probably can't be defended. Gotta watch out, though. Probably a move like Rook G1 could be interesting to restrict my king. But now that, you know, I've won some pawns, this should be completely winning. It's actually the same amount of pawns on each side, and I just have an extra rook. So I was saying I should be careful. I'll take this first. It's the bigger threat. After check, I can just go the king here. Okay. Now let's just move our king back and get it to safety. I don't want to take risks. Yep. Get the king active, get in the game, and I'm gonna push this other rook. Maybe this other pawn is what I meant to say. Okay. Let's not let the rook come in. And let's just go all the way in here. I feel like I'm playing this not well, but at the same time, like, what are they going to do? Okay, move the king here. If check, block with the rook. This is not really a threat. So we just push. He's going to probably come here. I'm going to go rook here. Do I have anything like this? Check. Down, check. This feels like it should be winning. We'll check here. Okay. Bring a rook this way, and it's probably almost impossible to stop mate. You gotta check here. I assume I just can move my king out of the way, but I might as well just trade the rooks. Stay rock solid. Then yeah, this is just completely winning. I don't even have to do anything. I can just push. Everything's defended. This king has no space. You can take the pawn. I really don't mind. I'm controlling your promotion square. You still have pawns, so you can move. And let's just find a mate real quick. Still have a pawn. You can still move. This just wins. Beautiful. 1 minute 52 left on the clock. No time trouble. We love it. Good game. But definitely, I think, missed opportunities at some points. We'll take a look. I love the pan off against the Caro Kann. I feel like it's a nice weapon. That's not like objectively great or anything, but I think it puts Caro Kann players in a situation they're not used to and can be a lot of fun to play. Let's see exactly how this went. Also, I'm feeling better. I don't know if you can tell by my voice. I am feeling better, so hopefully streaming will come again soon enough. Let's take a look at the review. So a nice little win by us. We started the game with e4 after c6, a d4, a d5. Takes the exchange variation of the Caro Kann, followed by c4. This is the Panov attack. I love to play this against the Caro Kann. I usually alternate between this and the two knights. After bishop f5, apparently it's already an inaccuracy. We just develop normally, knight c3. Takes, we always take back with the bishop. That's the whole idea of the Panov. After e6 is played here, we just develop normally. So knight f3, knight c6. And here, probably better to just castle, but I figured I might as well go for d5. I like this because if pawn takes, I was thinking bishop takes. And you just have, like, nice little ideas. Like, bishop takes is a nice way to just kind of create a weak pawn on the c-file, trade the queens off, go into an endgame. It's interesting because I've been working on my endgames recently, so I don't mind endgames, even though I think I'm more of a tactical player. But you know, in other positions where sometimes, like, let's say you have a piece that's still there, you have ideas here of sacrificing the bishop and trying to take the queen. So in lines where I'm already castled, like rook here, for example, it's a nice little way to win the queen. After bishop takes, rook, whatever. I guess they could block. But anyways, there's ideas here. But bishop takes, knight takes, both are fine. I just remember that queen takes is not very good because that's something I've played in the past, and what I remember is that you just trade if you're black and you're totally fine after the trade. So good to keep that in mind. Just threatening mate, not really doing anything here. And yeah, knight b4 is already a huge blunder. Queen a4 check is the way to punish it. The idea is that after, well, so the best attempt, I guess, at, you know, making this okay is playing queen d7. And here, apparently, the move is bishop b5, and I don't know why I didn't see that. It's very obvious. But we didn't get it. Maybe I would have seen it if they played queen d7. I didn't think of it. Instead, they tried moving their king away, which looks like a nice little solution that lets you keep the attack going on c2, except that it blocks your bishop from defending your knight. So queen takes knight is played, and then you have a series of checks. So bishop g5. And here, oh, I played the best move. Okay. I was really wondering if there's a way to play this better, but bishop takes d8 is the best move, so I calculated it correctly. After bishop takes back here, and I realized this afterwards, is that I have knight e5 check, which I can play. It doesn't hang anything, and it comes with check, so it comes with tempo. And if king h6, well, you actually play knight takes f7 check, and you win a rook, or you win an exchange. Or a rook, actually. You win a full rook there, although I guess your knight gets trapped. If king h5, now you play bishop e2 check, and it just sends the king back up anyways. So, cool stuff. I didn't notice it. I was just like, okay, let me get the bishop back to safety. So I did. After the rook comes in, I realized here, and I was thinking, okay, maybe a better move is bishop c7, which looks like a mistake because it looks like rook c8 can be played, which is a skewer. But now if I play bishop back here, for example, and you take, well, goodbye to your rook. And also your king doesn't really have any space to work with, only 2 squares. So it's pretty nice. And yeah, I mean, they take the bishop and they just missed the exchange. I missed that this would be hanging. So that's on me. I could have played that a little bit better. And yeah, I mean, I correctly determined that my path to victory was through the d-file pawn, and I just pushed the pawn and solidified it with the rook here. Apparently a better move is knight e5 right away, supporting d7, and maybe even threatening mating ideas. After knight e5, maybe f4 is really good, actually, because it cuts off 2 of the king squares, and then you can bring your other knight in, probably. Which is nice. Nice. But, yeah, I was just going with the d-pawn, and, they didn't really adequately try to stop me, and here they had to sacrifice a whole piece. So I'm doing very well. Just up a whole rook here. And f4, and we can just trade. I mean, I could probably win faster by just taking some pawns, but I was just like, let's get the bishop off the board. I don't want to worry about anything. And by doing so, I kind of had to worry about stuff because they have so many pawns left. I'm only +2, even with a full rook ahead. But yeah, I think I played the endgame pretty well. A lot of my moves getting the best move mark, which is nice to see. Wow, a lot of them actually. Cool. Wow, even this. Okay. Hey, endgame master, Farzy. And yeah, this is a nice little way to notice, like, okay, yeah, I've been trying to push the A pawn, but once they make certain mistakes, you don't have to push the A pawn anymore. You're moving your king forward in a position where if you don't send your king back to G4, now I go push the A pawn. If you send your king to the second rank, well, goodbye. I mean, you're getting checkmated, or at least the threat of mate is there. And now I just keep pushing. They have a pawn, so I don't have to ever worry about stalemates. And yeah, I can just bring my queen onto f3 and just set up an inevitable mate in 2. And that is what we do. Nice win. 1789. Oh, I thought it'd be a little higher. Hopefully 1900s, I mean 1800 soon, and then hopefully we actually start working on our way towards 1900. I feel like I've been saying this for the last like 10 plus videos, but this time around, I've actually been focusing on the chess, and I hope it pays dividends. I hope it starts to show. I've got actually a few different things coming up as well. I have two classical tournaments. I don't think either of them are FIDE rated. It's hard to find FIDE rated tournaments here in Canada, but I have 2 classical tournaments coming up that I'm super excited about. And I'm also playing a Blitz over the board tournament for the first time. That's going to be pretty cool. So chess is a focus over the next few weeks / month. And hopefully my rating reflects that. We'll see. We will see. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you enjoy these videos, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do your thing. Help me out. I hope you guys are doing well. And I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching. Adios. Bye-bye.